And I carumba. Suddenly, it's dance night at the old folks' home. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Audiophiles, don't you know? My name's John, his name is Andy. Night comes down and finds you alone, in a space and time of your own, lost in dreams in a world full of shadows. Down the street, the neon light shines, offering refuge and hope to the blind who stumble in with no thought of tomorrow. Yes, I get a little lonely when the sun gets low, and I end up looking for somewhere to go. Yes, I should know better, but I can't say no. Oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. More on that later. But first, a song to fill my heart. Andy, what have you got in your quiver?
Well, it is actually a band called Saint Motel. Have you ever heard of Saint Motel?
No, Saint
Yeah.
Motel. Well, I know Saint Hubbins is the patron saint of quality footwear. I don't know what Saint Motel is.
A quality night stay, I guess, at a price.
Cellophane wrap biscuits.
There you go. But the track by Saint Motel is called Cold, Cold Man.
Okay.
So, there you have it. You go off, give it a listen, and tell us all what you made of it.
Okay. So this is very adjacent to a track which I really like called Be Gentle With Me by Boy Least Likely To. It's that same melody. Yeah, but listening to this done this way, it kind of reminds me that it sounds like a sort of Latin American thing. And it also reminds me there's some old folks my parents used to know had one of those old school Yamaha organs, which had like pre-programmed beats on it, like bossa nova and samba and all this lot. And it kind of sounds like that ilk as well. Really interesting. And the Phil Collins drum fill done in installments. Oh, this is great. Let's start again. Bass notes. Sorry. That synth over the top is like it's like a combination of like Pet Shop Boys and your local Odeon's Wurlitzer. This is extraordinary. Sorry. You see what I mean? I'm not lying.
Display of affections, but baby
face.
need to theorize, I can put your doubts to rest. You're the only one worth seeing, the only place worth being, the only bed worth sleeping, is the one right next to you. You're the only one worth seeing, the only place worth being, the only bed worth sleeping, is the one right next to you. Oh my love, I know you're used to desperate men who say the words that others said for too long and for too often. But baby, you can lay off a little bit. No need to smother it. I can put your doubts to rest. You're the only one worth seeing, the only place worth being, the only bed worth sleeping, is the one right next to you. You're the only one worth seeing, the only place worth being, the only bed worth sleeping, is the one right next to you. You're the only one worth seeing, the only place worth being, the only bed worth sleeping, is the one right next to you. You're the only one worth seeing, the only place worth being, the only bed worth sleeping, is the one right next to you.
That was a huge bundle of fun. I really enjoyed that. It's that melody motif that I really liked, and they've just taken it and run with it in all sorts of mad and wonderful ways. There was a sax at the end, I think. But perhaps it was in another studio and they left the doors open because it was so badly done in the mix. But it was, I think it was there. Um, yeah, there's a really nice bit with the piano does its whole, thing. The huge piano chords in it as well, and those sort of elongated bass notes as well. The whole thing was just a massive bundle of fun based on a melody which I really like anyway. I I love the sort of the kind of Wurlitzer stroke Pet Shop Boys sound as well. That's really funny. Um, if I'd picked up any of the bloody lyrics, I'd have sung along to it because I really enjoyed that. That was unexpected and hugely enjoyable. All right, we need to find out a bit more uh, and what Seaside Town or End of Pier they'll be appearing at next. To do that, we must go back and talk with Andy.
All right, you're back, and I'm curious as to your experience giving this song a listen.
Yeah. So first off, I had to bring it back after a wee bit because first off, huge flashes of another track. I don't know if you're familiar with this or not. Boy Least Likely to Be Gentle With Me.
Oh.
Ooh. It's kind of delightful. Tweelightful, I think that song is. Yeah, this has got the same sort of melody. that very brief, dun, 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 dun.
Mhm.
But here's the thing: hearing it on that song, which I love, and it's done like quite often in like with the glockenspiel, so it's got that sort of tinkly quality to it.
Uh-huh.
And there's banjos and other stuff. It's really nice. I might give it to you at some point, actually, if you've not heard it,
No,
because it's
please.
it is delightful. But hearing it through this, I realised that this tune, this little melody, has got some sort of, when played like this, almost a Latin American dance influence to it.
Mm.
The sort of tune that you used to get. My folks had some elderly friends. We used to go around and see them, and they had one of these really old school Yamaha organs that had like programmed tunes in it. What's bossa nova? And it was like that. So anyway, I just got all these flashes of old people and Yamaha organs, and it's just all in the first like 10 seconds. So anyway, it starts with a piano, lovely piano, and I carumba. Suddenly, it's dance night at the old folks' home. After a bit of Phil Collins, this drum fill that sounds like it's been redeemed with vouchers, one hit at a time. Then we get into the Be Gentle With Me motif. And if that wasn't enough, over the top, we get this dreamy synth line, which is a cross between Pet Shop Boys and the local cinemas Wurlitzer organ. See, for those British viewers, see the specials Do Nothing Ice Rink String Sounds version. You'll know exactly what I mean. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and mentally I'm getting lots of images here. I'm almost in overload. And then, rather disappointingly, someone decides to start singing.
Ah.
So as all the dancing pensioners stop and lower themselves gingerly into their high back chairs, it all calms down, as I guess it should, to this shuffling beat and this sort of cogent bass line. There's some really nice work with some extra vocals before it launches into the chorus and the return of that motif from the intro, which is it's just really infectious melody. And with the group vocals as well, it's just a very joyous chorus, like what a proper chorus should be. And if I was better at picking up lyrics, I would have sung along, but I'm not, so I didn't. So we go to the second verse. Yes. I'm running out of fingers. But second verse and its variations on the same theme. Nice bass work and these stretched out backing vocal notes as well. There's some big piano chords. There's a dropout and then a return. It's all highly enjoyable stuff. So chorus again, which we're then led out with snippets of like the Wurlitzer sound and a touch of the wow wow oohs. Then the oohs start bouncing around like they're in a squash court. It's really interesting. And then Mr. Collins remind us that he still needs paying. And we get back into the huge chorus, and all the pensioners are back on their feet again, just in time to witness something that could be a saxophone. And if they had spent less time having fun and more time properly mixing the song, we could have told for definite that it was a sax and not just somebody's left the door of the studio open. It was just really bizarre. And then we end with these stabbing oohs, which are like a bony finger in the chest. And I'm sure I could hear someone saying, "I want my pudding." Just to sum up, my imagination ran away from me with this one a little bit.
Clearly.
But I absolutely loved this whole mess. It was great. Yeah, from start to finish. Loved it.
Awesome. Yeah, it's so infectious. It's hard, you can avoid it like the plague, but once it sinks its teeth into your ears, you're fucking toast, man. And that is emblematic of a lot of their songs, to be honest with you. They are the masters of just writing a hook that will just, eat you alive. So yeah, they're really, really fun band, and I'm glad that you enjoyed this listen. They are an American indie pop band from Los Angeles, whose music has been described as everything from dream pop to prog indie. The band is comprised of singer-songwriter and producer AJ Jackson, he's lead vocals, guitar, piano. Aaron Sharp, lead guitar. Dak Lertamorn Pong on bass, and Greg Irwin on drums. The group initially came together while Jackson and Sharp were attending film school in Southern California. The duo later met Lertamorn Pong at a sushi restaurant where he worked near campus, and then Greg Irwin, who went to a school nearby, they crossed paths with him, and he joined the band. So the band emphasizes visuals in addition to its music. Their 2009 debut EP, Foreplay, not, the leading up to coital endeavors, but Forplay, stylized one word, included a video of each of the 6 songs. The band's first full-length album, Voyeur, debuted at number 18 on the alt specialty radio charts, and 6 of its 11 songs charted on the Hype Machine charts. The album was praised by journals ranging from The Washington Post to Daytrotter. KCRW music librarian DJ Eric J. Lawrence wrote, "They have attacked with gusto on Voyeur, adding dynamic touches to their rock-solid core of songwriting. And overall, the album is a satisfying package from start to finish." My Type, which features this track, Cold Cold Man, climbed the top 30 charts in many European countries, including Italy, where it was certified platinum. The band embarked on 2 European and 1 US tour in support of the EP, and Saint Motel appeared as musical guests on Jimmy Kimmel Live on ABC, performing the songs My Type, which is the title track of the EP, and Cold Cold Man, the song you listen to today. In April 2015, Saint Motel performed during both weekends on the main stage at the 2015 Coachella Valley Music Festival, Music and Arts Festival. Forgive me, gotta give arts its credit too. Christopher Anthony of The Fire Note would write this in his review of the EP. "With a sound that mixes Walk the Moon's energy and pop with a voice like Brandon Flowers from The Killers, Saint Motel have all the makings of a blockbuster on the My Type EP. The sultry groove of Ace in the Hole is catchy, while the sing-along moments in Cold Cold Man will keep you coming back." The music review site B3 wrote this of the track, "An impeccably crafted bit of A-plus indie pop writing. Cold Cold Man showcases the band at their hook-laden and enormously catchy best." Let's jump into these lyrics. "Oh, my love, I know I am a cold, cold man, quite slow to pay you compliments or public displayed affections. But baby, don't you go overanalyze. No need to theorize. I can put your doubts to rest. You're the one worth seeing. You're the only place worth being. The only bed worth sleeping. The one right next to you. You're the only one worth seeing. The only place worth being. The only bed worth sleeping's the one right next to you. Oh, my love, you know you're used to desperate men who say the words that others said for too long and for too often. But baby, you can lay off a little bit. No need to smother it. I can put your doubts to rest. You're the only one worth seeing, the only place worth being, the only bed worth sleeping's the one right next to you. You're the only one worth seeing, the only one worth being, the only bed worth sleeping's the one right next to you. Whoa, whoa," as you noted, the finger-pointing oohs. And then the chorus repeats itself to put a bow on the track. So, despite the title Cold Cold Man, the third song from Saint Motel's My Type EP is actually an exuberant love song. The speaker takes a moment to reassure their partner that despite his seeming emotional reserve, his feelings for them are strong and real. The song itself is an ostentatious display of affection that makes up for the speaker's stated distaste for such things, proving how much they do in fact love the person, which is kind of sweet and cheesy in its own way. So as saccharine as it is, I do find it charming and God, wholly infectious from a musical standpoint as well. So I'm glad I could voice this earworm onto you so you can live with it for a while. And perhaps down the road, I will bring you one of the 2 or 3 other tracks by them that I think would be interesting for you to check out, especially given how you warmed up to this one right out of the gate. So thank you, John, for giving us a listen, buddy.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Excellent, excellent. Well, folks out there in the listening audience, please do let us know what you think of Saint Motel and this little indie pop number called Cold Cold Man. We love hearing what you guys have to say about our choices on the channel, and you know, maybe what they reminded you of, or you know, other bands that are akin to this that we should perhaps check out if we, in case we haven't. To open door policy of musical exchange here between us and you guys out there, and we really do love hearing what you all have to say. Please also like, share, and or subscribe if you haven't done any of those things. It really helps us, helps push our content out, helps bring more ears and voices to this channel, because you guys aren't just here to you know, listen to music. You're also here to offer us up stuff that we might be able to put a listen to on our Friday episodes that we really do enjoy. So please help us create a community by doing any of those things, like sharing and or subscribing. And hopefully John and I will see all y'all in growing numbers on the next episode of the Audiophiles. We'll see you later, guys.